Hi guys, welcome back. This is Norma Alfred once again with an update on my family's 23andMe results. So as I was stating before, someone rudely walked into the room. This is an update on my family's 23andMe ancestry results. So months ago, I had wanted to discover my dad's family history and his true ethnicity because he had no knowledge of what his parents' ethnicity was. Well, um, I was shocked to find out he was a lot more African American than I thought he was. He actually came out to be 35% African American. I assumed that he was a lot less because I come out to be 43% European, but my dad is only 61% European. Then later on, I decided to do my mom's, and my mom come back having 25% European in her. So that's where my 43% came from, because I should have only had 30% going off of 50% shared DNA from my father. Well, I was very shocked on my mother's as well because I assumed she would be 100% African American because she's extremely dark, like a charcoal dark, and her hair is like a cotton texture. So I'm like, no way mom can be have any European in her. But she did. And so later on from that point, I decided to confirm my dad's ancestry results by testing two of his siblings, which were my two aunts. And it was crazy because usually siblings come back with drastic differences in percentage in their ancestry results. My dad and both of his two sisters match. Like, they all came out 35 or 36% African and 60 to 62% European, and pretty close in all of the regions. So we'll pretty much go over that. So this is my dad, Noten Rujo. I can't get this little thing to disappear. Oh wow. Let's see if I can get this to move. So as you'll see, it says Noten Rujo right here. I'm trying to get the mouse to move. This is my dad's. And as you can see, it shows he's 61% European. And as we move along, you can see the different percentages in each region. Southern European, 28.2%. Spanish and Portuguese, 12%. Italian, 1%. Broadly Southern European, 15%. Northwest European, 26%. British and Irish, 9%. French and German, 3.9%, and so forth. Here you see the 35.6% Sub-Saharan African, and going through the different regions, which mostly consisted of West African. And down here we have Native American, 1%. Now, Dad had always claimed that his mother was Native American. Can't be so if he only come back with 1% of Native American in him. Now, there's pictures I'm going to update of my dad as a little boy and his siblings when they were elementary age kids. And it's very interesting. You can tell that they're biracial. His mom, I have a picture of her, and she looked Caucasian to me. Both her and Grandpa look Caucasian. Trace regions here, we have 0.6%. And you have North African and Arabian, 0.4%. Broadly South Asian, 0.1%, 1.5% unassigned. So, if my dad had a problem with reading the results and not seeing a lot of French, because it said both of his parents were of the French descendants. And so, where is it? I don't see it. The paternal. Let me see if I can figure this out. Anyways, his paternal bloodline did come back to be from a French emperor. And I don't know why it's not showing up now, but it was there before. I can't see the paternal. I think I found it. Okay, so here's his paternal. What is that? Paternal, come on, quit playing. Okay. And this is going through the whole bloodline and everything of his paternal DNA. And as we come back here, we'll see how he is related to the French Emperor, Napoleon Bonaparte. Both descend from the common ancestor of haplogroup EM34. The male line of the Bonaparte family was from Tuscany, where Napoleon's earliest known male ancestors lived for at least 6 generations. So here he is, Napoleon Bonaparte, a common ancestor from 20,000 years ago. So when Dad was concerned with that, where was the French DNA showing up in his results? And when he seen his paternal bloodline, it's definitely there. We were always told we were French, and it proved to be true. So now I'm going to switch and go to both of my aunt's DNA, and we'll be able to see how they match so perfectly, so close. Here's my Aunt Lucy, my dad's sister. Let's see. It might show her it's the same. Of course it should. As you can see, she's showing us the same paternal ancestor, Napoleon Bonaparte. She's showing the same paternal bloodline because her brother was tested. They have both the same parents, both mom and dad. And now we'll go to her ancestry composition. This is his sister, Lucy. Now you see my Aunt Lucy here. Her picture. That's up close on her face. As close, as good as I could get anyway. And here is her results, so you can see how close they are to my dad's. My dad was 61.6 or 2, somewhere around there, but 61 point something. And here Aunt Lucy, his sister, is 60.6%. Can't remember his exact percentage, just on Northwest European, but as you can see, they're very close. All the same stuff. I remember he was 3% French and German. She's 1.9. I don't think he had Scandinavian show up, but she did. Very small amount. Broadly Northwest European. Anyways, they're very close. I remember Dad had 12% in Spanish. She has 9%. Dad had 1% in Italian. She has 0.5%. All of these things are very close. So notice how my dad was 35% African. Aunt Lucy is 36% African. All of the same stuff. I see as well, she's mostly West African, just as my dad was mostly West African. He was 38%. She's 29%. And look how close it is for siblings. And he was 1.1% Native American. Aunt Lucy's 1.8%. Look at that. All the exact same stuff. Very close in percentage-wise. So, that's hers. You've seen her paternal bloodline match his. It shows on here he's her full brother, full sibling. That they share close to 50% DNA.